I know it's past, but I can't get over Johnny at the Met Gala and how it helps explain his appeal. Of course, he looked great, but I want to talk about his actions in and surrounding the Met that helped explain what makes him so attractive. So, let's discuss. Firstly, the JCC footage of Johnny trying on clothes for the Met illustrates his laid-back nature and how he's comfortable with both new people and new environments. Instead of looking anxious or stressed out, Johnny was talkative, expressive, and genuinely interested in the outfit, putting forward his ideas while simultaneously trusting Peter Do and his team to style him. Johnny's positive attitude radiates through the screen, obliging the team while making jokes to further lighten the mood. It's a great example of Johnny's body confidence, as he had no problem taking off clothes and changing then and there to speed up the process and not take up the team's time more than he needed to. It's refreshing seeing someone so comfortable in their own skin, and that relaxedness translates through the screen. It's clear his lack of physical insecurities doesn't control or hold him back in his daily and professional life. Furthermore, Peter Do also addressed Eva Chen, an American author, and so after finding out he would be attending the event with her, Johnny bought and read her book prior to meeting her, so that when he approached her casually and with ease, in that typical Johnny fashion even when he's meeting new people for the first time, he could discuss the book and her work. He actually read her book and didn't just buy it to get her to sign it. It shows a pattern of the kind of respect Johnny consistently gives to others. Even while talking, Johnny gave her an NCT album, but he didn't mention or brag about his achievements, opting to talk about Eva and her work instead, which delineates Johnny's humbleness. Unless he's being comedic, Johnny hardly bigs himself up or gloats. He stated he'd remember every detail of the Met Gala for the rest of his life, appreciating the experience with no expectation or entitlement to be able to go again. And that shows the lack of self-importance and ego Johnny possesses. And I even noticed that during his interview with the Korean Englishman, that lack of an ego and bigging himself up. He doesn't feel the need to outdo or outmatch anyone. Furthermore, when Eva asked Johnny what he thought about the book, he said it felt like a letter written to him by his parents. The book describes the experience of growing up as an Asian American child, which is something Johnny relates to. Johnny mentioned his parents and their struggles first, downplaying his own hardships growing up in America, which once again reinforces that humbleness. But it also shows how observant he actually is, noticing what his parents went through, and the deep love and appreciation he has for them more than he lets on. It gives a new meaning when you see him interact with his parents, and that respect he has for them translates into the way he respects and treats other people. You can see a bit of that in the way he stopped to interact with fans who came up to him in New York before the Met, responding to them when they told him to have a good time, and when he himself chooses to acknowledge fans and treat them as people. Furthermore, on the day of the Met, Johnny greeted his fans the whole way to the event, and so he made sure to interact with and wave back to as many people as he could. He could have kept his window up and headed to the event quietly, but instead he kept his car window down and waved. It seems trivial, but it does take energy to do this continuously, and Johnny did it enthusiastically and willingly. And Johnny does this a lot. Even here, Johnny practically had to be forced to stop signing autographs, and even then he couldn't help himself, accepting as many gifts as he could and trying to sign more autographs. He can't help himself from stopping and waving back. Because he appreciates the fans and understands their support, has led him to places like the Met. He even says it in this interview.
Honestly, it means a lot to me because a lot of things are possible because of my fans and citizens. And I just want to take this chance to say thank you to them.
He just wanted to reciprocate that support, and once again there's no arrogance there or a feeling that he thinks he's above the people who support him, and that's why people gravitate towards Johnny as a safe, non-judgmental presence. But what do you think?